The massive manhunt continues tonight for the corrections officer and confessed murderer who remain at large. This after Vicky White allegedly helped Casey White, no relation, escape a Florence, Alabama jail. Last night on this show, the Lauderdale County, Alabama sheriff confirmed to us that they had a, quote, special relationship. And tonight we have new information that authorities are investigating. Inmate White and Vicky White have known each other since at least 2020, when inmate White was first transferred to the Lauderdale County Jail for an arraignment before being moved to prison. According to the sheriff, they kept in touch.
He was here in 2020 for an arraignment and preliminary hearing, and when he finished that, he went back to state prison. We do know that they remained in touch.
Now, this is not the first time a special relationship between an inmate and jail employee led to an escape. And in just a moment, we'll talk with a woman who is a corrections officer about her experience with inmates trying to con her and others into helping them and how they do it. The last time the pair were seen was on Friday. You can see Vicky White escorting inmate White out of the Lauderdale County Detention Center. She claimed she was taking him to the courthouse for a mental health evaluation, but no appointment was scheduled. The pair left the detention center alone in her patrol car, which is a violation of department policy that required Casey be escorted by 2 sworn deputies. That policy was put in place after authorities uncovered his previous plan to escape in 2020. There was also this video, the pair driving in her patrol car just before they turned into a shopping center less than half a mile from the detention center. That's where the car would later be found. A 38-year-old murder suspect who is 6'9" and weighs more than 250 is not only facing the possibility of the death penalty for capital murder, but is already serving a 75-year sentence for attempted murder and burglary. An arrest warrant is out for Vicky White, who's 56, on charges of permitting or facilitating escape in the first degree. U.S. Marshals put together 2 images that would show the height difference between Casey White and Vicky White in relation to each other, and also the car that they were driving. They also just released these images showing the tattoos of inmate White. One of them, a Confederate flag. Officials believe he is affiliated with the Alabama-based white supremacist prison gang, Southern Brotherhood. Vicky White sold her home on February 24th, just a day before inmate White returned to the jail she worked at for upcoming court appearances. Vicky had been with the department for nearly 16 years. Her colleagues seemed stunned. And we learned new information today that law enforcement are looking into inmate White's involvement in a different case, the death of a woman in 2008. This is a photo of Christy Shelton. Her family says she used to date Casey White. He was there when Christy was shot in the chest with a sawed-off shotgun in 2008. The time was ruled a suicide. Her family has always believed that Casey White was responsible. Many are also looking back at the case of Joyce Mitchell, who worked in an upstate New York maximum security prison's tailor shop. The then 51-year-old helped convicted murderers David Sweat and Richard Matt escape. She backed out at the last minute of actually meeting and running off with them. The manhunt lasted 22 days before Matt was killed and Sweat was captured. Just before White was sentenced to spend 5 years behind bars, she said this when asked why she did it.
I was going through a time where I didn't feel like my husband loved me anymore. And I guess it was just me. I was going through depression. And I guess they saw my weakness. And that's how it all started.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.